Now, as we talk about our weather back here at home, we are starting out the day with slightly lower temperatures. It's not a huge difference, but considering how hot it's been, any little difference I think helps. We're about 5 degrees cooler right now at Phoenix Sky Harbor. So if you want to get outside, maybe go for a walk. I know it's still dark out. Our sun doesn't come up until closer to 6 a.m., but maybe it'll be a good early morning to get outdoors and at least enjoy the slightly lower temperatures. We're still in the 90s though. Phoenix Sky Harbor checking in right at 91 degrees. That's the temperature at the airport. We're currently in the upper 60s in Prescott, mid 70s in Kingman, and Flagstaff, you're checking in right at 51 degrees. As you look at those conditions across the valley, we've got plenty of 80s, but a few 90s out there still. In addition to Phoenix Sky Harbor, Tempe, Glendale, Scottsdale, and Deer Valley, all holding on to the 90s still. 85 in Apache Junction and 86 in Laveen. But here's the deal. We've got a little bit more time to cool off. So I do think those temperatures will go down a little bit further, and we may finally catch a break from those lows in the 90s, at least for today in Phoenix. I think we may drop to just below 90 degrees. I'll keep you posted here as we go through the morning. Our temperatures, though, will be climbing just as fast as they did yesterday, and you can expect that we're going to be right back into the hundreds by around 10 o'clock here this morning. We'll see that temperature at 110 by 2 o'clock, and then our high today peaks at 113 degrees this afternoon. Our sun will set at 7 o'clock here, so it's getting our days are getting a little bit shorter each day, but 110 will be our temperature by that 6 o'clock hour. And we're still well into the hundreds even after sunset, the sunset rather. It looks like today the records will be safe. This is also something kind of nice to say, right? But it's because those records are a little higher. So for example, Phoenix has gone down as low as 90 degrees this morning. So the record warm low for today's date is staying safe. It's 93 degrees set on this date back in 2011. Our forecast high, 113 this afternoon, which is still pretty hot. But the record today is 117 degrees. So I don't think we're going to get that hot. That's some good news there. And it looks like, again, those records will not be in jeopardy. However, we're going to keep adding to these tallies. So far this year, we're at 47 days with highs at 110 or higher. Today could be the 48th day. Again, I expect that we'll drop out of the 90s this morning, but if we don't, we could add to that tally of days with lows in the 90s. This afternoon, that high temperature still ending up right around 10 degrees above average. Most spots end up right at 112. Mesa, Glendale, Laveen, that includes you. Tempe, Ahwatukee, and Phoenix up to 113 degrees this afternoon. Much hotter to our west with Bullhead City, likely reaching 117 degrees. 116 today at Lake Havasu. 100 in Globe and 100 in Sedona with mid-80s in Flagstaff. That excessive heat warning remains in effect for the Phoenix area and areas to our south and west through the end of the week. Now for the valley, it's through Friday. Other spots will see that heat alert expire Thursday evening. Along with the heat and the poor air quality, because we're still back under an ozone high pollution advisory today, we're also going to be watching for storms. But like the last few days, that storm threat looks fairly isolated. Right now, no storms anywhere in the valley or across the state, but there is a slight chance that storms will move into the Phoenix area here this afternoon and evening. Better chances for storms over the higher terrain. Our storm chances right around 10%, but I want you to just kind of be aware of that. We may get a few isolated storms popping, especially if we get any outflow boundaries from storms in our surrounding areas. Then here's the even better news. After this very hot week, we're going to catch a break from these hot temperatures. At least we're going to drop into the low hundreds by late in the weekend and early next week as we track storm systems to our north. Rain chances will also be at about 10 to 20% each day.